Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today, super stoked because not only are we reviewing a download, but we are reviewing a download from D. Christopher and the 1914. This is Off Stage from Alexander Marsh. What is Off Stage? Well, if you don't know, Alexander Marsh is a stage magician. He's a stage mentalist. I had the lucky chance to see him live on stage. And I love his style. I love his persona. I usually try to pick up all his tricks. And so this is kind of like a little lecture where he's going to teach you just a handful of tricks. I think there's like five tricks that he does off stage, right? So because he is a stage mentalist and that's his bread and butter, every so often, if he's out in a group or out with friends, people will say, hey, do a magic trick. And he's a stage magician. So what does a stage magician keep on their person? How would they do some tricks for a group of friends? Most of these tricks, I would say, are kind of like dinner party magic. And there is a section of live performances that Alex is doing for just that. He's invited to a dinner party, seated at a table. There's like 5, 6 people around the table, and he does the tricks live for them. You get to see all those live performances, see exactly how he puts these out. But yeah, they're very casual. Very unassuming. They're not overproduced. It's kind of ironic. He even mentions Bob Cassidy once as a reference in one of his tricks, which I think a lot of these tricks feel like that. They feel like a Bob Cassidy mentalism effect. Bob Cassidy used classic methods, right, that we all know, and that's what you're going to find here, and just had very simple but hard-hitting mentalism. And that's what you're going to see. So you're going to download 21 files, and that includes an intro. It includes a little confession from him at the beginning that he doesn't really like performing off stage, and it has a little outro. And then you're going to get 2 or 3, no, really like 3 or 4 videos for each trick. So you'll get a studio performance, or it'll be a studio explanation where he'll talk you through what the trick is. The second video is usually the method. Some of these have a second or third video for the method in case he has even more that he wants to share. And then you'll always get a live performance. So that is pretty cool, where you get to see it in the real world. All right, what tricks will you learn? The first trick is an impromptu book test called Paperback Reader. The performance is about 2 minutes and his explanation is about 7 minutes. Completely impromptu. You can use a borrowed book. There's no setups, there's no anagrams, nothing like that. And you could even use this with a gimmicked book test. So if you owned a gimmick book test, this would work. Second trick is called Subconscious Currency. It's a serial number divination. His performance is about 2 minutes. The explanation is about 17 minutes. And it's really an updated handling on his previous published effect called Subconscious Switch. But he'll teach you the trick. He'll teach you how to memorize a serial number, and he'll give you several different variations, and you'll get the live performance around the dinner table. The third trick is called Spin the Bottle, and it's exactly that. It is a dinner party game of Spin the Bottle with a real bottle and large billet that 5 or 6 people will write down their first crush on that billet. You'll spin the bottle and then divine who wrote it, and he gives you a really cool kicker at the ending for your last 2 participants. Trick number 4 is called Memories, and this is a trick that involves 2 of your spectators thinking back on their favorite childhood memory. The performance is about 4 minutes, and then the explanation is about 5, and it's completely impromptu. Nothing's written down. They don't write anything down. You write down. They just think about their memory. You're going to confirm it, and you're going to look like a real mind reader with this one. And then the last trick is called Charades. And this is a party game that uses, you guessed it, the game Charades. 3 participants, one thinks of a movie, one thinks of a book, one thinks of a song, and then you will divine what the names and titles are of each thing. So with this download, you'll be able to turn every offstage moment into an onstage moment. By downloading Offstage by Alexander Marsh, you'll be ready to showcase your mastermind reading skills to everyone you meet. All right, so what else can I tell you? Pocket space, these are all things that I pretty much mentioned already. You're gonna use some billets, some pens, a bottle, no playing cards, no ESP cards, some postcard-shaped cards, a notepad, all simple things you could carry. One trick does require a little secret magician's assistant, not the one you're thinking of. Yep, that one. But that's something probably that you carry all the time. There's no hard angles in any of these tricks. Everything's perfectly inspectable. You're not gonna have anything left out on stage where they could pick it back up, open it, and go, hey, that's not what you said. He's got easy outs for any of his little weird dodges that he does. If you learn the routines exactly like he does, I think you'll have no problem. And I think as far as slides and difficulty level, they're all just story-based. You're not learning, any hard slides. You're not doing double lifts or counting 5 things as 4. You're not doing anything like that. In fact, most of the revelations in this, you probably already know. So as positives, like I was saying earlier, I think this is very casual magic, very laid back magic. This is the kind of stuff that you would do when somebody says, hey, do a magic trick. You're going to say, oh, okay, I'll do this. It's not going to feel overly produced. It's not going to feel like you brought out a plastic gimmick. It's not going to feel like you had, I had silks in my pocket this whole time, right? Or I had this ancient key. Like all of this stuff feels like just simple props that you would have had on you anyway, or it'll look organic, like you just made this up. And like a couple of these are party games, like let's play charades, let's play guess a childhood memory, right? It seems very casual. Negatives, very simple explanations, okay? And this doesn't have to be a negative, I'm just saying. By watching just the performance, 9 times out of 10, I guessed how he did it, and I was right. And I'm gonna go back to the Bob Cassidy explanation again, or example again, because I guess when you watch enough mentalism and you know enough of how mentalism is done, then sometimes it's easy to deduce how a trick would be done, or at least you could come up with an idea about how you would do it. So you're not gonna learn any new methods here. I think the bill divination has the most newness to it, and I think his ways to perform that one's probably going to be the one where you learn the most, and you're like, oh, that's a new idea. That's a new way to do things. Everything else is going to feel very classic to you, especially if you've been around mentalism for a while, but nothing's hard. And certainly, let's not use any of those negatives to detract from the quality of the performance. Magic is storytelling. Magic is creating a feeling and an emotion in your spectator. Magic is not method. Magic is not revelation and punchline. That is a byproduct of magic. Your spectator feels something, or they gasp in horror, or they scream and run off, or they clap, or they applaud, or they feel joy. That's a byproduct of your magic for sure. But what you do is not about just going through the motions and then going, ta-da. Magic is storytelling. There's so much more. And I think the more you add yourself into these tricks, don't do them the way Alexander Marsh does them. Do them the way you would do them. When you do them the way that you would do them, with your own pattern and your own friends, I think you'll find that these tricks will get really good reactions. And you can pick this up at the 1914 for about 30 bucks, $30, I think, for 21 files. That's pretty good. Yeah, so big, huge thanks to D. Christopher, the 1914, and Alexander Marsh for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Over 600 videos. There are over 600 videos in the Magic Orthodoxy membership section right now, and you can have access to all of it. What's the member section? What's in there? Well, more reviews. Every week, you're gonna get 2 more reviews. These are tricks that I purchase with my own money every single week, 2 extra videos. That means you'll have access to 8 extra videos a month. There's also going to be head-to-head battles where I pit 2 tricks against each other. You're going to see all the unboxings, so you'll see all the tricks that are purchased. You'll see what's coming up way before anybody else. I'm going to walk you through my EDC several times a year. I'm going to talk to you about which routines I'm building with the tricks I purchase, and you'll even get access to tutorials. That's right, I'll even teach you magic. And there's 2 ways to join. 2 ways to join. You can enter in at only $2 a month with the Faithful. As a member of the Faithful, you'll get access to 2 videos a week. That's 8 extra videos a month. Or you can join the Inner Circle for $4.99 a month. That'll give you access to 3 videos a week, and the tutorials are there in the Inner Circle. That's 12 videos a month. How do you join? Right down in the bottom of this video, there should be a square button that says join. You just click that. If you can't find the join button, you can access the link that is in the video description below. Click that, it'll take you to another menu. There you'll get to select whether you want to join as a Faithful member or the Inner Circle, and then you'll start to enjoy those 600 videos. 600 videos right away. Stay as long as you want, stay a member as long as you want, or cancel at any time. This is just another way that I make content available to you because I enjoy giving back and I enjoy each and every one of you as a follower. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.